Remember how horny you were as a boy, as a child? Remember that? Dude, some kid died. I remember we went to his funeral. He was erect in a coffin. I'm like, damn. Damn, Wallace he's got that death bust in him. He's trying to bust from beyond. It was different time. I remember when I was young, when we walked into class, statistics, the guy said, there was 700 people in class, and he said, statistically speaking, 2 of you guys will be registered sex offenders. It was like one of the first things he said.
Jesus, where did you go to school?
Louisiana State.
Yeah, Louisiana. That's the only
And
one.
I remember that's when I stood up and yelled, not it. That's what I remember I yelled.
That's
which
hilarious.
crushed, bro.
Did you actually do that?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really funny.
Crushed, dude.
Wow.
I met a driver one time. Man, I can drive for 40 straight hours. I'm like, but we don't want you to do it.
Just because you can do a thing, brother, doesn't mean you should.
Drive for 6 hours.
Take a break.
We'll make you a
Rest
sandwich.
up.
He's like, I'll drive for 200 hours. My dad died out here. And I'm like, well, you're going to die out here. Your dad don't want you driving for 200 hours. There's something about that. I can drive forever.
What is it?
I don't know. It's like one guy came to a comedy show. He's like, man, we drove 24 hours to get here. And I was thinking about, he couldn't have come from anywhere. I'm like, then you got lost.
Wait a minute. What'd you drive? A tractor?
Yeah.
Were you in a vehicle with a combustion engine?
But then he gets there and he has to leave. He never even got to spend any time.
But that's part of the story, too.
Yeah.
I got there. I was so tired. I never heard a single joke, Theo told me.
America started because shit wasn't going that great in England. People were being mean to each other in England. They had bullying. People was doing bullying. And the next thing you know, people said, you know what? Fuck you, bruh. I'm out. And they got in a boat and left. And the people in England were like, well, where you going? And they're like, we don't even fucking know. So things must have been hairy if somebody left and didn't even know where they're going. My buddy had a thick mom. She was down thick, boy. God damn, dude. She looked like she made out of damn bread, you know? Like when you saw her, you just wanted to just put some jelly on that bitch. You just want to put some jelly on that bitch and enjoy yourself. God damn, boy. I put that bitch in the oven, son. And their whole house smelled like biscuits. And they had a mixed child over there, too. And the mama, she always wore kind of hospital clothes, even though she wasn't in a hospital. I guess she was just ready because eventually they took her in and she passed away. She had blood pressure or something. I don't know. Just damn salt in her blood or something. Damn biscuit blood or something had happened to her. She was, God damn, boy. I didn't see anything paranormal. I saw a pregnant girl beat up this fucking, this Latino gangbanger one time at a car wash. And I'll never forget that shit, dude. She picked up a stick off the roadside and beat this dude's ass. And she was hella pregnant, dude. She was like 11 months pregnant. What about rubber cars? People die in car accidents every year. Where's the fucks is the rubber cars? You'd have full-on collisions. You're furious on the interstate at somebody? Have it out. Rubber cars. We need more rubber. Dude, I've been driving past trees before and smelled rubber. So what do you think that is? That's rubber, man. Some of these trees have rubber in them. They're hiding it. And we got to get in there. Get in there. I remember there was this homeless dude and he would kept all his teeth in his pocket, and when he would smile, so he didn't have any teeth left. When he would smile, he would just go like this. And show you his teeth in his hand. So he would smile like with his mouth, and he would get them out and fucking and show you all of them. So you got to respect that kind of shit. And it's not really the tree you got to worry about that much, because a tree only has two moves. It has the fall, and then the real most dangerous move of a tree, the roll. People don't think about that bitch. People yell timber and it falls, then it fucking rolls over 9 people because they don't have nobody thought of another thing for after timber. That's really just ignorance. People getting damn rolled out. You know, all of a sudden, fucking stepdad's flat and y'all poor. One time we rented a car and they got a dent in it and we caught a pigeon and made it shit over the dent to kind of cover it up.
You gotta just hold it and just.
I mean, you gotta squeeze a little.
Yeah, to get it out.
Just to even catch the pigeon and grab. I've never held a pigeon before.
Well,
I
would think anybody that could catch a pigeon, it would be you, Theo.
I think they don't even notice I'm there at first.
Yeah, I think they go, "You one of us."
They had a deaf kid in our town, and some kids beat him up one time for doing bad magic because he was always doing all of this, the sign language. But, you know, he never pulled out a quarter, never pulled out a dove, and people beat his ass because they thought he was doing bad magic. Or in class, sometimes the teacher would teach us something real good. You know, I remember one time they said lightning. They said lightning was made up of the same stuff that a rainbow was. And it was hard for me to understand. And then the teacher said that lightning was just an angry rainbow. And I stood up on my desk and took my damn shirt off, bro. You know, and I damn saluted that shit, that fact that teacher was filling me with the facts, because I need them. Remember when you were young, man? You'd be at home, you'd be living your life, you know, maybe fighting with your sister, you know, splitting up a caramel or something with your cousin, and the doorbell would ring. Dude, when the doorbell rang, everything changed. The world... The world stopped. Because it could be anything. It could be the postman. It could be God. It could be your real dad. We had a pedophile, dude. He'd come and he's the nicest guy. Nicest pedophile. Hey, you want to come? We're doing a kickball league. And he'd be putting lotion on his legs and stuff. They ain't got no league, bro. You a pedophile, dog. You know, but no thanks. But thanks for stopping by. You were still happy somebody came by. It's something nice when the children are outside. They've been drinking Kool-Aid or drinking hose water. Dude, that's what I used to love being young. That hose, boy. Remember that? Dude, where we live, we didn't even have a hose. So I remember going to somebody's house and they had that hose. And it was like, damn, y'all got just as damn much water as you want just coming out of this magic rope. Oh, dude, I remember just putting that thing straight into my dome hole one time and just taking on as much as I could. My God, I was just cameled up, bro. I was just H2 ouch, bro. I was filled with that agua. You know, and Latinos call it that agua. And it's water, but they don't know how to say it. It's like agua, agua. You're like, no, water. But that's where we meet together and we teach each other, you know. But I remember that. Man, that house hose, boy. Just a magic ass rope that came out from somewhere. And it had that water in it. The good thing about a small car, Mom could beat everybody's ass from that driver's seat. You know, because Mom had 4 children. I was one of the children. And, you know, she went from oldest to youngest, you know. And it was almost like playing the cymbals when Mom would start whooping everybody's ass in the car, because different children have different densities in them. And that's called body density. And so she'd hit my brother and he'd be like, bam. And then me would be like, bang. And then my sister would be like, bang, because it was younger. And then the little baby, she'd be like, what, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang. The baby was being bad right there. Bang, bang, bang. My brother wouldn't shut up and they hit him. And then I'd start popping off. She'd be like, bam, 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 bam. And my sister was pretty good. And so sometimes she would just tap her. Boom. Yeah, when I was young, everybody was getting molested or fucking shit. And nowadays, I feel like a kid wouldn't even notice if you molested them. They're so busy on the Kindle, you know?
Yeah. What? So busy on the Kindle.
I mean, on the screen, just like you can't even get a
book reading shit.
Yeah, you can't even get a kid's attention. It's so busy on the console,
Man,
you know? They say if the devil's got your nuts, he's got your eyes. Because the eyes are just the nuts of the face. The feeling you have in your nuts is always the feeling that you have in your eyes. So, yeah. A buddy of mine had a bed, and I was sleeping under his bed for $150 a month.
Oh, wow.
And sometimes even in his bed sometimes. When he would be out of town or when he would leave for work, I'd climb up into his bed, dude. And I've never been heavily homosexual, but I will say this, that there's nothing really gayer than getting into a man's warmth after he's already left the room, you know, and climbing up into his bed. A man you don't even really know that much, but still catching that hit off of his temperature, you know?
That's funny.
It's true, man.
Yeah.
You go over to somebody's house, dude, who you don't know that much. When they leave the room and get out of their bed, you get into their bed. That shit'll make
You never told him that, though.
That shit'll make a man out of you fast, dude, or it won't. Oh, dude, they had this big guy who used to jerk off, and he would bring it on the bus and throw it at the kids when the bus went by.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, this big red fella, this big ginger guy.
Theo, sometimes
This guy
your
was
stories
evil.
are so fast.
Yeah.
There's so much detail that like people don't know if you're lying or not.
Oh, I'm not lying, man. I'll tell you
Now,
about
are
this.
you telling the truth all the time?
I'm telling the truth probably 95% of the time and 92%.
These are amazing stories.
Dude, and this handicapped kid would always try to catch it from him all the time, which is the craziest part.
See, I don't know if that's the embellishment. That's real?
Dude, this kid, they used to call
What was the handicapped kid's name?
I don't know his full name, but his nickname was Thundercat, TJ. Thundercat Johnson, dude, and
he would try and catch semen out of the air.
He didn't know it was semen. He just
thought it was candy.
Thought it was a buddy. He thought it was a parade. He would like pretend like there were bands coming. He was out there, man.
So the red guy would jerk off in his hand, toss it, and then in super slow-mo, Thundercat would just...
Man, sometimes I wish I could just completely hide myself inside of my nuts. Don't you? God. The skin on your nuts, damn, come on. Actually, that's a nice material. There's no doubt. If I had a couple of some damn ball skin loafers or something to put my feet in while I watch television, oh boy. You know, if I had me some nut wall slippers in there, damn. A little bit of sheepskin on the outside, nut wall on the inside of a pair of dang Christmas slippers. Whoo! Santa's coming on my feet, boo-boo.
This lady had the darkest bush on her body. Because some girls got that body bush, they still rocking that front bush. And this was upstate New York, and anything goes up there. You know, you'll have a woman who'll have a tattoo on the back of her throat up there. You know, they'll have a woman just a huge semi-automatic weapon tattooed right across her tits. I mean, it's wild. That's neck tat country. You know, that's tetanus shot. Everybody up there stepping on rusty nails, and that's tetanus shot country. And this lady, she ended up making love to me. And she had a real dark bush, man. I'm like, she just dyed it with cold water. You know, like she had just dyed it with like the devil was making ink pens and they went out of business at the company and he had a bunch of extra ink and she got a hold of some of it. Because maybe her stepbrother broke into the factory and he got a hold of some and he gave some to her for Christmas because they didn't have much money.
I used to hang with the black guys and be in like a little gang.
No way. What was the name of y'all gang? I was in a gang too.
NFL, it was called.
NFL. I know that N stood for niggas.
I don't know.
You sure? You were in it.
I'd have to look back and see.
We had a boy in our town, this dude, little Chico, they called him. And he was black. I guess he was like a young black gentleman. Or he might have been just kind of dark Mexican. You know, kind of like, dark Mexican. And he would get out there, and if a storm was coming, he'd get out there with a sword, bruh. This dude, he was fearless. He'd be out there battling the wind, because, in Louisiana, they get them gusts. And a gust will hit you at 40 miles an hour and fucking tickle your ass real hard. Like a pervy uncle, bruh.
I've never liked the French, I'll be honest with you. If you put 70 French people in front of me, I don't like them. The way they're like, yeah, it sounds like, you just want to just pat them on the fucking back, boy. I just want to spray paint my hand red, white, and blue and pat them bitches on the back and get the fucking truth out of them. What are you trying to say? It sounds like somebody hit a bunch of cotton in a Japanese dude.
Yo, let's talk about a real issue at hand. Trash piling up, it's time to take a stand. From plastic bottles to styrofoam cups, our planet's drowning, it's time to wake up. Garbage trucks roll, streets lined with waste, but where does it go? It's not a race to the landfill, a mountain of despair. But we can change course, show that we care. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. Single-use plastics, they gotta go. From straws to bags, it's time to say no. Bring your own cup, your own tote bag. Small steps add up, let's not lag. Sorting all waste is not that tough. Recycling centers, that's where it's rough. Separate paper, glass, and cans. Give them a new life, that's the plan. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. But it's not just about the stuff we toss. It's about the mindset, there's no loss. Composting food waste, it's a win. Turning scraps to soil, let's begin. Educate the masses, from young to old. The future's at stake, let the story unfold. For the sake of our planet, our home sweet home. Let's clean up our acts, together we roam. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand.
God, dude. Somebody just got stuck ejaculating.
I remember one time this girl, what was that gal's name, man? Christy. Thick Christy, they called her because she was exactly as advertised. And she had, I mean, you could find a titty anywhere on her. You know, you could fucking, she just felt like about 90 titties, you know, in a tight shirt. And we were at a party and we had this group we used to do some acid with. And, you know, she took a couple hits of something and then she got scared. She got locked in a room. You know, she wanted to be in there. And we didn't lock her in, I don't think necessarily, you know. But she stayed in there and we stayed outside. And people would go in there and pour kind of warm water on her. You know, and she, you know, was it right? Was it wrong? Who knows? I mean, everybody in the whole fucking house was on LSD. So it's not like, you know, we could have thought we were making tea. We could have thought we were making soup. You know, we could have thought we was making human soup.